refreshing. I really so. Okay. Okay. Dear God, as we open the doors to communication in the unity of the Holy Spirit, the great I Am presence of the universe, we give thanks. For we know that the words spoken are filled with your love, truth, wisdom, and understanding of the highest. And we ask that a chain heavenly loved ones or spirit guides that wish to step forward from the light at this time with the healing or inspirational message that they do so. Amen. So this didn't come in this way in the last reading, but I want to talk about male energy, dad's side of the family, and I have the feeling of either not being stable with one leg or the feeling of like having taken a tumble at one point.
Yes, the tumble would be sounds like my Uncle Mark.
Okay.
He's not directly family. Well, he kind of is, but
it like family of the heart, like not
very
technically
so.
Related, but very close in the connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I need to acknowledge that energy for you. Okay. And it's like I've been helping you fix things. Okay.
Okay.
And I don't just mean kind of like mechanical things, but it's like I feel a general, like you're reshaping things, you're refocusing, and there's this energy that is coming in that is like, I just want to help.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm feeling. Are you getting like a little bit of a tingle, or sometimes there's a feeling almost as though there's something that's like, you know, if you have like a fly land on your head?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm supposed to tell you that's how you're picking up on the energy. Okay.
Okay.
Your crown chakra is like. This is such a hippie thing to say, so I apologize, but your crown chakra is like it's opening, and it's, you know, like you're doing a lot of heavy work, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. And there's something about, and this is funny because I was teasing your sister about music affecting her mood,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel for you that you seek it out as a meditation. Okay. It's like it, you know, it has, so there's something there with that. Okay.
Okay.
Like, did you play an instrument at one point?
No.
Okay. I don't know what that's about, but it's sort of like there's some sort of connection there that I want to talk about. Okay. With music. So whether that's just you kind of like drumming your hand, okay, and not even realizing you're doing it, or if that is like or something that's going to be offered to you, as far as and as adults we're kind of like, I don't have the time for that.
Right.
What am I going to do at, you know, in my 30s, pick up it and learn it, the guitar or piano, you know, like, but they're saying this is something that you have an aptitude for now that you didn't earlier. Okay. And they're saying it's because you're sort of with this. Okay. Because would you understand being like really, really knocked out sometimes? Like just so tired you don't know what to do with yourself?
Yes.
You're being rewired. Okay. It's not a bad thing. I feel that it's something you chose. Okay, at least on a soul level.
Okay.
So you need to rest in order to sort of make up for that.
Okay.
Okay. This may mess with your adrenal system physically. Okay. Just from personal experience and in knowing people that have kind of gone through some sort of process like this. So you need to eat things that will support that. Okay. So eat for energy. Make sure you have the protein. Make sure that you're feeding yourself nutrients. Okay. So whether that means, you know, you buy the shakes and take them around with you,
Right.
or you know, or you get like a really good quality vitamin or whatever that is. Okay. But this is something that you will outgrow. It is not something that will be with you forever, or that you have to worry about, you know, bringing you down, where you would have to. Um, I'm going to go out on a limb here because I'm never supposed to diagnose or prescribe.
Right.
I don't feel that it is going to cause like a thyroid cancer or something like this, okay? But you do need to support the thyroid. Okay, and that's very specifically because I kept hearing go further, and I was like, all right, fine, I'm not going to dance around it. So that's what that is, okay? So you've got till the end of September with this, okay? And then it's just that you're going to be operating at a higher vibrational rate and level than what you were, okay? So as we go, you may be, and I don't know what, I know just enough about astrology not to be a complete moron, so pardon me on this, but but as we go into sort of like fall equinox is going to hit you pretty hard, so you know, figure out when that is, okay? And plan accordingly is what I'm hearing, okay? Because you may have a lot of sort of knowing at that time. You may be pick up on other people's stuff quite a bit at that time, or you may just be completely knocked out at that time, okay? So one way or another, but just, you know, give yourself a lighter schedule 3 days before, 3 days after. Do what you gotta do, but don't extra with it, okay? Have that time to kind of, if you need to go take a walk, if you need to be, or just, you know, be really quiet, or whatever this is, okay? You have kids as well?
Yes.
Okay. Part of this is about helping to sort of understand them, because you're really good with them, okay? And you have made the conscious decision that you want to be as present and as focused for them as you can be. So, good for you. Okay, that is why we're here. And there's a lot of karma between you and the little ones, okay? In a good way. Not that we did something, we're punishing each other from 7,000 years ago in India, okay? You were supposed to have them, or they would not be here for you, okay? Some people have no karmic ties to their family. You do.
Yeah, I've always had that feeling, like I was supposed to have them. Like they
you all picked each other before you came down even. So.
You know, like they give me that life.
Yes.
That, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but you're not with their mom.
Right.
Because you don't have karma with her except about the kids. So that's okay. They needed the genetic experience of both of you, and they need the, they may end up living with you.
They do live with you.
Oh, okay, that's why. All right.
Yes.
I was gonna say, because I didn't even feel that they needed so much the experience with her as they needed just the genes. You know, so she'll be around a little bit, okay, but you know that. So, but this is, you know, something that you're gonna, you know, I feel you readjusting, because it's like they're getting ready to go into sort of a new situation with their lives, okay, and which won't be a major change, okay, but it's just you're gonna see their personalities start to pop even more, okay, a little more settled, a little more focused, okay, particularly the older one. Okay. And the younger one just is like, I'm just gonna follow suit. This is cool. All right. So you know, there's this, and it's just a matter of almost keeping track, okay?
Okay.
Like on a soul level, you're all growing together, okay? So you have to, it's like you've accelerated your learning so that instead of just learning around the same time of them, it's like you decided that you wanted to be way ahead of the curve so it would be easier, okay? So that's where all of this is coming from, all right? There is also a change going into September having to do with the career and money situation. Okay? For the better, so don't worry. Okay? But I feel some opportunity coming to you is what I want to say, all right?
Interesting.
So that's actually going to mean like better money than what we're making now, okay? So I'm hearing from there's a gentleman with arthritis just in the hands here, okay? And I actually think I want to talk about the girl's grandfather, not yours. You understand?
Okay. So, my dad?
No, well, Dad's still here.
Yeah.
I think this is I think this is like other side of, like former in-law is kind of,
yeah,
or
that
like
grandfather's still there too.
okay, yeah, this is, but it's a grandfather figure, and it's connected through her side of the family.
Okay.
So I don't know how else to. I don't know if this was her grandfather.
Her grandfather, my ex's grandfather, did pass.
Okay.
I know that.
All right, so that may be where this is coming in.
Okay.
Like I said, I do feel kind of an arthritic issue here. Okay. He was. Would you understand that he was like not real thrilled with her?
I don't know. I'm not.
Okay, because this is everything that I'm picking up. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of give it to you and let it alone. But I feel that there is an energy in saying like he's decided to come in and work with you because of the girls.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know that I knew that they were girls, but maybe you told me that just now. But okay. All right. So I feel like that came like suddenly my brain was like, you just had a piece of information. Okay. All right. So
yeah.
it caught up with me, or maybe I know that. Well, I don't know. Maybe my subconscious knew that. I don't know. But either way, so.
Right.
But he's working with you because he wants to work with the girls, okay?
Okay.
So he's saying that he was better with money than most people in the family, okay? And he's saying that he wants to help you so that, because you're trying to figure out how to provide like a real safety net, okay? Like you're doing good, but you don't feel like you're as far ahead as you need to be.
Yes.
Okay? So that's going to shift this year for you, okay? So that you can kind of get your ducks in a row. And then you can, because it'll get your emergency fund up off the ground, okay? In a good way.
That's good news.
Yeah, that is good news. And then next year you can worry about sort of the retirement fund and the college savings, all that good stuff. Okay. So I don't see your lifestyle changing too much, okay, with the extra money coming, but I do feel you being able to tuck some away and feel good about that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's interesting because back in February I started a new job, so it was good.
Okay. All right. Well, that may be the bonus or the raise or whatever this is, or an additional new title. So, There's something with this, but
Okay.
there's confidence in you where you are.
Yes.
Okay, and that's, so this is where you're supposed to be for now. It is not where you will finish out your career.
Okay.
Okay, Spirit has a plan for you to get you to a certain level because it'll look really good on your resume. And you'll be leaving with them crying for you to come back. Okay, but you'll feel that it's time.
Okay.
Okay, even though you have full loyalty to where you are at the moment. And but you still have to look at what your income potential is where you are.
Right.
Okay, and you still have to make sure that when you have these other offers coming in and you're looking at other positions down the road, that it'll still be a really good work environment for you. Like who you'll be working around is still, because you can't go to work every day and be miserable.
Right. Absolutely.
That is, you know that.
Yes.
So, okay, so this is not a huge surprise, but just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I was curious about was my job, that, was this the right decision I made?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it is, okay.
Yeah.
And I do feel like it's a little rough going sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's worth it, and it's going to definitely be worth it in the long run.
Fantastic.
All right, so stay the course for now.
Okay.
A couple more years and then you're out.
Okay.
So, but it's like to say to you, no emergencies, okay? 'Cause you're like, there's a part of you that you go to bed at night and you have this anxiety about, okay, but.
Right.
Like it's good, but. So, like it's gonna stay all right.
Okay.
Okay, so, all right. I'm also supposed to tease you that not even remotely soon, not this decade, and probably well into the next, but they're saying stop putting a date on yourself.
Okay.
Like, did you joke that maybe you wouldn't live into your 70s or something? Or maybe you wouldn't want to, or I don't quite understand what the deal is on this. But you'll live well. You're certainly going to live long enough to meet your grandkids, is what I'm going to say to you.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that.
Hopefully my kids don't have kids till later.
Well, like I said, not even this decade.
Yeah.
Okay, so no worries there. All right,
Okay.
they will be up on their feet and settled, and it'll be okay. All right.
That's great news.
I agree. All right, and then I have somebody stepping in from mom's side of the family, female energy, and she has great hair, and she's kind of telling me about how she had great hair, like she wore it long, okay,
Okay.
and even though it was thin, she had a lot of it. So,
Okay.
like she probably pulled it up or back all the time, but she had long hair.
Okay.
Like, okay.
I mean, I'm not too familiar with my mom's side, so.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. I feel like she would have actually passed a little younger, because actually she started to come in around the time that I was kind of teasing you a little bit, okay? And because they'll do that, they'll jump in on the Me Too's. So,
Okay.
but she's a very active lady over there, and yeah, she did pass a little younger. I don't feel her as being elderly, okay? And she's saying she was already starting to get like a little bit of like a oxygen issue, or like a or not thinking totally. She had moments already. Okay. So I don't know what was up with this specifically. Okay. May have been like a blockage. Okay. May have been like she didn't fully recover from a stroke, but there's something.
Okay.
All right. She's been she's another one. She's sort of like a driving force behind trying to get you to eat really healthy, which I think is kind of funny. But she says that's important. She ate what she thought was healthy when she was here, but it was really I kind of see like casserole energy, to be honest with you. Which, you know, they would have thought that was very wholesome at that time, but socially yes, but physically no. So and then where's the I think I'm going with Dad's side, but where's the Tom or the Tim or the T name connection? And that could even be a last name.
Like in the spirit world or in
I'm actually not sure, because I just got the energy from that side and then I saw the T.
Because I have a best friend who's in the spirit world, Tim.
Okay. All right. That I would understand. Okay, so he's just calling himself out by name then. So okay. So hi from him. Okay. Again with the Me Too's.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I understand this now. He says he's been waiting a while to come in. So there must have been a line. But he says he still drops in on you.
Yes.
Okay. And he just wants to thank you for continuing to think about him. And he tries to warn you when you're going to run into people that the two of you both knew. Okay. Like his family. Okay. And you don't have to do anything, just you can, you know, if you're not feeling it, you can even hide. Okay, but he just wants you to know, like he, you know, I think he's still kind of living vicariously. He's still hanging out with you just because he can.
Yeah.
You know, so no major message there.
Okay. I know, because he came through last time, and I know he was learning how to play with electronics.
Yeah.
And there's times I feel he's around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, sometimes you've even kind of smelled him around also. It's like, what is that? It's not a bad smell, but is that me, or what is that? And it's like, that's him.
Okay.
Okay. 'Cause sometimes we get a scent memory of somebody's, you know, just who somebody is.
Right.
We are still mammals, so
Yeah.
it happens. But he's just like, he's still having a really good time.
Good.
That's his main thing. I'm having a good time. So, so hi from him. Who had the knee replacement?
Knee replacement.
Or who needed the knee replacement?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I feel like a lot of discomfort with just one. Okay. So could be referred pain from low back, but we definitely would have needed kind of help getting up, and then we're either hanging on to something or we're using the cane to get around.
I'm not entirely sure.
Do you actually have some Irish in your family?
Yes.
So I need to acknowledge that with this.
Okay.
Okay, does that help narrow it down?
Then narrow it down to my mom's
side. Okay. And was her dad, did he have to go into like some nursing care here? Or like a hospice situation?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know my grandfather on my dad's side did. He's not Irish.
No, he's not. Yeah, I think they're just playing off of each other.
Okay.
Just to make sure that they get a chance to both be recognized.
Okay.
Okay. 'Cause your dad's dad stayed from the last session, but he kind of did one of these, like, just let it flow. And I was like, okay. So, and then when I was feeling this with, and I heard, I heard the word Irish, so I had to, I had to go,
right.
I had to recognize it. Okay, so, I actually heard more than that, but the short version is Irish. Okay.
Okay.
And there was a sense of humor with it. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And just wanting to make sure that you know that you have their love and support. Okay. There's like a strong of there's like a wall of strong male energy for you. Okay, and they're saying that you're kind of forging a way different path than other people have in the family, but that it's your path and you're doing a good job. So there's respect here. So
good.
Okay, all right. And then where's the ginger cat? There's an orange and white cat. Okay.
I have no idea.
Somebody had this cat. I don't know how to place that, but I just saw it, so I'm gonna let it go. But it's real fluffy.
Okay.
It's real fluffy and it's orange and white. Not like a pumpkin, but like more white than it has a lot of white in it.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of orange too, but a lot of white. So, okay, I'll leave it at that. So, okay. Questions?
Everything. Anything I need to worry about with the kids coming up? Like any?
Honestly, no. Your older one is sort of in this place of learning to handle people.
Okay.
Okay, and learning to handle them with kindness and strength. She's a natural leader, in a lot of ways. And this is the time when she's sort of finding that, is over the summer.
Okay.
So, and that's really the only thing going on. They're just growing into themselves.
Okay.
So, that's cool.
Okay. Anything love life or anything like that, or?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while. I actually don't really see anything strong until we get around the holidays next year.
Okay.
Okay. Just because you got a lot of things on your plate at the moment, it's hard for you to split everything up. So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Will I be moving or anything like that anytime soon?
Not anytime soon. Yeah. That's more like a 2018 project rather than a 2017.
Yeah. Well, as I was kind of figuring, maybe the next 2-3 years, because
yeah.
Is there me owning a house in the?
Yeah, that'll come in for you.
Okay.
Yeah. I can understand that, and 'cause you're kind of thinking, it does feel kind of suburby, okay, which is not a bad thing, you know. The thing for you is whether you're going to be switching them out of this school district or not, based on, you know, what's available when.
Right.
And I feel that's kind of the delays. But yeah, it's because the income is ramping up, but we don't want to have to reinvest that into mortgage and, you know, construction if there has to be anything done, that
Right.
sort of thing, okay? So for now, we're saving.
Okay.
And then later, yeah, when money's a little less tight, that's, you know, I mean, not that you don't make good money, but, you know.
Right.
So that's when it'll be worth it, is what I want to say.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Like 2018, but closer to 2019. So, all good.
Okay.
It's about
That's
on
about-
par with your plan, so
Yeah.
good. Okay. Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, glad to know everything's lining up to support that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Very good.
Okay.
Cool.